Hi curl friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Rachel, also known as Clean Beauty Curls. And today I'm actually not going to be talking about clean hair care. I'm actually going to be talking about cloth diapering. So as some of you know, I am pregnant. I'm actually going to be induced in late February, so I have 1 week left. And so I'm entering a new phase of my clean beauty journey, right, that moves beyond my own personal hair care and skincare and my husband's products, beyond our cleaning products, to baby. And one of the things that I really wanted to try, even though I have a lot of doubters out there, is I really wanted to try cloth diapering for several reasons. One, it's great for the planet, right? Because it takes a while for disposable diapers to decompose. Two, because it's economical. You can save up to $1,500 a year because you're able to reuse the same diapers over and over. And three, cloth diapers are supposed to be, really good generally on baby skin when you use the right products that accompany them. So those are some of the reasons why I wanted to try cloth diapering. Plus, cloth diapers now look super cute. Now, I was intimidated at first by cloth diapering for several different reasons. One, there are all types of cloth diapers. So you have like flats and pre-folds and all-in-ones, and I felt very overwhelmed at first. And so I asked some friends who did some cloth diapering and they gave me some information, but I still didn't feel empowered. And so I think it was either through Instagram or just a Google search that I found Esembly. Esembly is a brand that launched in early 2020, unfortunately right around the time of the COVID pandemic. I think they launched in February or March, boom, COVID hits. But I was really drawn to Esembly because of the website and because of the ease that the website provided. By that, I mean, they make it super easy for you. They say, build your system, and you can just kind of go through steps and customize it. So that really appealed to me. I attended 2 of their free webinars that they have. If you click the events section on the Esembly website, they have these free webinars, usually about once a month, where you can learn more about cloth diapering. You can ask questions in real time. I also looked at videos on YouTube, and so I thought I would take the plunge. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about the Esembly system. Please note this is not sponsored. All of these products I either purchased or I received them off of my baby registry. And so let's go ahead and get started. So as I mentioned before, every cloth diapering system is sort of different. Some people use flats, some people use pre-folds, some people use all-in-ones. With the Esembly system, essentially there are sort of kind of 2 diapers or 2 layers. There's an inner layer and there's an outer layer. Also with Esembly, there are 2 sizes, size 1 and size 2. So here next to me, I have size 1 diapers. Size 1 diapers fit babies typically between 7 and 17 pounds. Size 2 diapers typically fit babies between 18 and 35 pounds. So this is an example of an inner. Super cute, right? So you have 1 row of buttons here. With cloth diapers, sometimes there are multiple rows, like an all-in-one, so that you can customize it to baby's fit. There's 1 row, and you can kind of choose, how closely you need to snap the buttons, or if baby's a little bigger, you can kind of expand those snaps. And then inside, there are 2 layers, right? Layers to help catch, that stuff. That stuff that we catch with diapers. So there are 2 layers there. Now, some of you might be wondering, well, Rachel, I don't know if that's sturdy enough. What if it leaks through there? So glad you asked that question. Esembly also has outers. So this is an example of an outer diaper. How cute is that? So after you put the inner diaper on, you snap it closed. Then you put the outer diaper on and snap it closed. So anything that isn't caught by your inner will be caught by your outer. And so I have 24 inners and 6 outers. That's what Esembly recommends when you build your system, because you don't have to change the outer with every single diaper change, because so long as nothing leaks through, the outer is clean. So you could reuse the outer multiple times. The inners are all this kind of cream color. The outers are just so cute, and they have different colors on the inside and outside. So this is kind of like an aqua. If you hear sniffing, that's my dog being ridiculous. This is another pattern. How cute is that? I also got an orange. This is my husband's favorite. Let's see. Yes, here's like a turquoise. Then we have another fun pattern and navy. So I think those are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, those are all my outers. So I have 6 outers, size 1. I have 24 inners, size 1. And again, these should last until baby is 17 pounds. And so I just think this system, it's easy, it makes sense to me. I don't have to deal with multiple rows of snaps. There are 2 different sizes. They tell you approximately how many you need. And so that really excited me about Esembly. So that's sort of basically how the, diapering system works. You have inners, you have outers. Now you might be wondering, well, okay, Rachel, that's all well and good, but how do you clean these diapers? So glad that you asked that question. So there are lots of different sort of accessories that complement the Esembly diapering system. One is that they have their own washing powder. And so the founders of Esembly, they actually founded a company called Diaperkind in New York that was one of the largest cloth diapering services in New York. I think it still exists. And so the two women who founded Esembly came from Diaperkind. And so they really are experts in cloth diapering, and particularly in laundering cloth diapers. And so they created their own washing powder that's safe for baby, shouldn't irritate baby's skin. You can kind of buy it one at a time. You can subscribe if you would like. They also have a magnet that accompanies this washing powder. I already have the magnet. I have 2 magnets, actually, one on the washing machine, one on the dryer. So they give you specific directions as to how you can effectively wash and dry your cloth diapers so that they last a long time. Do you have to use these different kind of complements to the Esembly system? No, but I figure why not, right? Because they're sort of guaranteeing that if you use the whole system, it should all work well for you. I'd rather not risk it by trying another washing powder. So there is a washing powder. They also have, what do we call this? A pail pouch. So in the nursery, I have a diaper pail, and they have a pail pouch inside. This is where you would store your cloth diapers. So you change baby's diaper, you can immediately throw this into the pail. You can throw this, if it's dirty, into the pail, your inner, your outer. And this would be your pail pouch that lines your, bin. Then you might be wondering, well, Rachel, that bin's gonna smell kind of funky. And that's a concern for me too. And so Esembly came up with a Pail Deodorant. So there's a Pail Deodorant here that you can sprinkle into the pail that's supposed to do away with funky smells. So they also provide that. Then as we continue to think about sort of the laundering system, they have agitators. The agitators look kind of like spiky conch shells or something like that. So you have these agitators in, and again, that's all explained in the laundering system, right, to help kind of break up the gross stuff. So they have agitators on their site. So yeah, those are all of the, so I talked about the diapers, I talked about the laundering. Let's now talk about the, how the skincare, right? Because skincare is really important. There can be a lot of toxic ingredients sometimes in skincare for babies. Esembly has its own skincare. And with cloth diapers, all skincare, like all diaper rash creams or baby balms, don't necessarily work for all cloth diapers. And similar to using different detergents, if you kind of use the wrong detergent or if you use the wrong baby products, it might sort of expedite the deterioration of your diapers. So I invested in the skincare system. So the skincare system has, I think, basically 3 steps. One is that there's a wipe-up wash. So you know how you use disposable baby wipes? You can totally use those. But Esembly has a wipe-up wash. It's concentrated, so you mix some of this with water, you put it in this foam dispenser. Those of you who like, hair mousse or hair foam, this will look familiar to you. So you mix this with water, put it in here, and then you have your wipe-up wash. Esembly also has cloth wipes. So you can totally use disposable wipes, totally fine. As a savings, sort of, to save money and also a little bit better on the planet, you can use reusable wipes that you wash. So reusable wipes, wipe up wash. You basically use a couple pumps of this on the wipe the baby, toss it in the bin. So again, inners, outers, wipes can all go in that bin, and your pail powder is supposed to keep that bin pretty fresh. So we also have 2 more skincare products. We have a rash relief cream, and an everyday balm. Everyday balm has multiple uses. You can use it as an all-over moisturizer for your baby. You can use it just on the baby's bum, right after diapering. This can also be used as a nipple cream for nursing moms. So I love that it's multi-purpose, multifaceted. It has really simple ingredients, mostly comprised of various oils and vitamin E, coconut oil, beeswax, shea nut oil, organic olive oil, sunflower oil, and vitamin E. So I have this. I plan to use that on baby's bum, perhaps as an all-over moisturizer. And then, you know, diaper rashes do happen, right, inevitably. And so they also have a diaper rash relief cream that also has very simple ingredients, not too different from the balm, right? Beeswax, castor oil, coconut oil, olive oil, shea nut oil, sunflower seed oil, and vitamin E oil. So I think the difference is the order of the ingredients and the inclusion of castor oil. So that's their skincare system. So I have that. I got 2 of these. I asked for 2 on my registry because I wanted to have a set upstairs in the nursery and also a set downstairs. We spend a lot of time in our kind of family room den area, and every time the baby needs to be changed, I don't want to have to like trek upstairs. So I have kind of like I have a basket actually that one of my friends who organized my baby shower gave to me. You know, one of those big Target baskets, and within it I have a second set. I also have a diaper bag, a small one, so that I can use my cloth diapers on the go. So Esembly has the same sort of color offerings generally that they have for the outer diapers. They also have for your diaper bag when you're on the go. And so here's an example of the diaper bag. It's actually packed, just in case. So I have a changing mat in here. Actually, this changing mat was crazy cheap. I got a gift or I bought myself something baby related, and then I got this opportunity where it said basically you just have to pay for shipping for a changing mat. And so that was really nice. And then I have my second set in this bag. Now, this bag also has 2 compartments, right? A clean compartment and a dirty compartment. So you'll see, I'll close it up so hopefully you can see it better. You'll see 2 rows, hopefully, of zippers, right? Row 1, row 2. And so you can separate your clean items from your dirty items. They also have what they call wet bags. So let's say you're committed to the wipe up wash, you're committed to the cloth wipes. So you change the baby, so before you change the baby, before you leave to the house, you would use the wipe up wash on several wipes, right? Put it on several wipes, boom, put those wet wipes in your wet bag. And so you could use those to change baby. So you don't necessarily have to take this with you. There also are 2 compartments. You can keep clean items separate from dirty items. So let's say you have a dirty inner, you could put it in a separate pouch. Or let's say you have a dirty outer, you can put it in a separate pouch. So what I suspect I will do when I'm on the go, but who's really going anywhere in COVID, is that I suspect, let's say we need to go to the doctor's office because that's inevitably going to happen, right? For baby, I will probably bring 1 extra outer. I will probably bring maybe 2 or 3 inners. I would then bring my, pre-moistened wipes in the wet bag, along with the diaper rash cream and the balm. That's what I would take with me. So just in case baby has a blowout, we have an extra outer, we also have extra inners, and they can all fit in this bag. So that's essentially the Esembly system as I understand it. Again, haven't used it yet. I actually need to wash all of these because baby's coming next week. They do recommend, even though they do pre-wash items, they do recommend washing them again. And so I need to wash them and we'll give them a go. I'm not going to use them right at the outset because my understanding is that baby's poop in the first couple of days can be kind of like dark, green, black, tacky. I guess that's something called meconium. And that sounds really gross, and so I don't really want that on my inners or outers. So I'm gonna hold off on using my pretty diapers. I'll use disposables until that cycle, runs its course. But I'm really excited to use these. I hope that they work. I'm fully committed. I already have my 20 inners for size 2, so I really am committed to this process and want to try to make it work. I just love the idea of being able to save money. I love the idea of particularly of having a little bit more control. Apparently, I think one of the founders of Esembly shared that during the beginning of COVID, you know, it was like the Hunger Games out there. And so many of us will remember trying to get things like hand sanitizer. Well, a lot of people were having trouble getting diapers. And so I like the idea of having these diapers that we can launder ourselves so that we're hopefully never in a pinch. So I'm really, really excited to use this system. I really hope the system works. Oh, one more thing I want to mention. So what I just described apparently works perfectly until baby starts eating solids, right? Because once baby starts eating solids, that poop is going to look kind of different, right? It's going to be thicker, it's going to be heavier. And so Esembly has some other products that I don't have yet. One, they have sort of what they call flushers. I actually think they're going to get a new name, but it's something that you can use to line the diaper so it can catch the poop, right? So some people, they take those flushers, they throw them in the trash. Sometimes some people take those flushers and throw them down the toilet. Now, I think they're changing the name because depending on your toilet system, you know, some you know, houses are older, some bathroom pipes are older, and so if you know that really you can't put anything down your toilet besides toilet paper, you may not want to flush it down. So I think they're going to change the name. But essentially, I plan to use those. So that's one option. Other people, sometimes they may not use those, and instead they have this attachment that they attach to their toilet and they kind of like spray the poop into the toilet. That is not something I'm interested in. No judgment. That's just not my ministry. So I'm really hoping that the flushers will work for me. And so when baby starts eating solids, then you're not going to be able to just throw the inner in the diaper pail, right? You're going to have to get rid of that stuff. You can kind of scrape it off into the toilet, or what I plan to do is have the flusher that lines it, pick it up, put it in the trash, take it outside. That's what I plan to do, one. Two, something else that I think will be more applicable down the line is once baby starts sleeping through the night, right, or for maybe, you know, longer stretches, like 6 hours at a time, they have another product, I think it's called a liner, I forget. I actually have that downstairs, but it's sort of, it adds extra padding and extra layers. So in addition to these 2 layers, you can add those liners that they have as well so that baby doesn't feel wet, right? Those liners will absorb the liquid, and so that baby doesn't feel wet and get kind of uncomfortable. So I think I've talked about everything in the Esembly system. I'm pretty sure that I got everything. Again, my size 2s, I don't have those outers yet. Again, I don't have the flushers yet, and I probably need more of those liners, but I have enough to get started. And so that's, I'm just checking my box. That's everything. So I'm really excited about the Esembly system. I wanted to create this because I didn't see many videos on YouTube about Esembly yet, and I didn't see many from women of color. I'm not sure if I saw any from Black women yet, and I know there's like a whole, you know, cloth diapering community, period, but I know that there are lots of Black and brown women who cloth diaper, and so I wanted to just, you know, add my 2 cents to that community. Again, super new for me. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but I'm gonna give it the old college try. So I hope this was helpful to you. If you have any questions about Esembly, about cloth diapering, about skincare, let me know. I think from what I can see, you know, the ingredients in the skincare are really excellent. From what I can tell, the quality of the products, you know, is really excellent, and I'm excited to use these on baby. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. Bye.